What's going on, everybody? Sports Player 2.0 Daniel here. And guys, we went 2-2-1 in the NHL and 6-4 in the NBA. So we had a bad day in the NHL, but a good day in the NBA. 2 games over 500, not bad. But we got to do better. Let's go. Let's go to tomorrow's games. The Rangers are going to Philadelphia to face the Flyers. The Rangers come in at 4-7-3, and the Flyers come in at 8-3-2. The last game for the New York Rangers, they lost 5-2 versus the New Jersey Devils, and for the Philadelphia Flyers, they won 7-4 versus the Washington Capitals last time. And the likely starters for this game is Alexander Georgiev for the New York Rangers and Carter Hart for the Philadelphia Flyers. And the Philadelphia Flyers are a favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Rangers to win this game on the road in Philadelphia. Next up, we have the Devils going to Boston to face the Bruins. The Devils come in at 5-3-2, and the Bruins come in at 10-2-2. The last game for New Jersey, they won 5-2 versus the New York Rangers, and for Boston, they lost 4-2 versus the New York Islanders. And the likely starters for this game is Mackenzie Blackwood for the New Jersey Devils and Tuukka Rask for the Boston Bruins. And the Boston Bruins are a favorite in this one. Give me the Bruins to win this game at home. Next up, we have the New York Islanders going to Pittsburgh to face the Penguins. The Islanders come in at 8-4-3, and the Penguins come in at 7-6-1. The last game for the New York Islanders, they won 3-0 versus the Buffalo Sabres, and for the Pittsburgh Penguins, they lost 3-1 versus the Washington Capitals. And the likely starters for this game is Semyon Varlamov for the New York Islanders and Casey DeSmith for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And the Pittsburgh Penguins are a favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Islanders to win this game on the road in Pittsburgh. Next up, we have the Nashville Predators going to Columbus to face the Blue Jackets. The Predators come in at 6-9-0, and the Blue Jackets come in at 7-6-4. The last game for Nashville, they lost 4-2 versus the Detroit Red Wings, and for the Columbus Blue Jackets, they also lost 7-3 versus the Carolina Hurricanes. And the likely starters for this game is Pekka Rinne for the Nashville Predators and Elvis Merzlikins for the Columbus Blue Jackets. And the Columbus Blue Jackets are a favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Predators to win this game on the road in Columbus. Next up, we have the Ottawa Senators going to Toronto to face the Maple Leafs. The Senators come in at 4-13-1, and the Maple Leafs come in at 12-3-2. The last game these two teams played today, and Toronto won 2-1. And the likely starters for this game is Matt Murray for the Ottawa Senators and Micah Hutchinson for the Toronto Maple Leafs. This game I went back and forth, and the Maple Leafs are a favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Senators to win this game on the road in Toronto, but this one's a toss-up, really. I had a tough time deciding on this game, the Senators and the Maple Leafs, but I decided to go with the upset. Give me the Senators to win this game on the road in Toronto. Next up, we have the Buffalo Sabres going to Washington to face the Capitals. The Sabres come in at 4-6-2, and the Capitals come in at 7-4-3. The last game for Buffalo, they lost 3-0 versus the New York Islanders, and for Washington, they also lost 6-3 versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. And the likely starters for this game is Linus Ullmark for the Buffalo Sabres and Vitek Vanecek for the Washington Capitals. And the Washington Capitals are a favorite in this one. Give me the Capitals to win this game at home. Next up, we have the San Jose Sharks going to St. Louis to face the Blues. The Sharks come in at 6-7-1, and the Blues come in at 9-5-2. The last game for the San Jose Sharks, they won 3-2 versus the Anaheim Ducks, and for the St. Louis Blues, they lost 1-0 versus the Arizona Coyotes. And the likely starters for this game is Devin Dubnyk for the San Jose Sharks and Jordan Binnington for the St. Louis Blues. And the St. Louis Blues are a favorite in this one. Give me the Blues to win this game at home. Next up, we have the LA Kings going to Arizona to face the Coyotes. The Kings come in at 5-6-3, and the Coyotes come in at 7-6-2. The last game for the Kings, they won 4-0 versus the Minnesota Wild, and for the Arizona Coyotes, they also won 1-0 versus the St. Louis Blues. So both teams coming off shutout wins. The LA Kings won 4-0 versus the Wild, and the Arizona Coyotes won 1-0 versus the St. Louis Blues. So both teams come in off of a shutout win. And the likely starters for this game is Jonathan Quick for the LA Kings and Darcy Kempfer for the Arizona Coyotes. And the Arizona Coyotes are a favorite in this one. This one was another toss-up for me because the Kings are on fire. But I decided to go with the Coyotes here because they are at home. So give me the Coyotes to win this game at home. And the final match for today, we have the Wild going to Anaheim to face the Ducks. The Wild come in at 6-6-0, and the Ducks come in at 6-7-3. The last game for Minnesota, they lost 4-0 versus the LA Kings, and for the Anaheim Ducks, they also lost 3-2 versus the San Jose Sharks. And the likely starters for this game is Cam Talbot for the Minnesota Wild and John Gibson for the Anaheim Ducks. And the Minnesota Wild are a favorite in this one. Give me the Wild to win this game on the road in Anaheim. And that does it for the NHL. Let's move on to the NBA. The Raptors are going to Milwaukee to face the Bucks. The Raptors come in at 13-15, and the Bucks come in at 16-12. This one could be a very good game, and I'm going to go with the home team here. Give me the Bucks to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Brooklyn Nets going to LA to face the Lakers. The Brooklyn Nets come in at 18-12, and the Lakers are 22-7. This is another great matchup right here. This one I will be watching, and I think the Lakers will win this game because they're at home, and I'm going to pick them to win at home. Next up, we have the Miami Heat going to Sacramento to face the Kings. The Heat come in at 11-17, and the Kings come in at 12-15, and the Miami Heat are 1.5 point favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Kings to win this game at home. And that does it for today's picks for tomorrow's games. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please give me the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.